If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell icon to get the latest updates.
So let's start for today's session. Just a quick overview from what we did in our last session. So in our last session, we discussed about the business structure, and in business structure, we discussed the organizations. And in organizations, we discussed that what is the organization, and we discussed that an organization is a business building block to the Workday applications. So whenever you have to create any structure, you have to create the organizations. And these organizations are different types. And these types are basically represent to some structures. And these are the types that we discuss, and we see in the system how we can view that these organization type. We have costing organization, HCM organization, pay, miscellaneous, and custom. Okay, so these are the different type of organization we see in the system. A few of them we are working on, and others that are relevant to our financials area we will discuss in future as well. Some fundamental characteristic in the structure aspects, we discussed that each organization have some availability date. They have the name, code, subtype, visibility, external URL, and the roles that is being assigned to that organizations. So we discuss the organization. We create one organization, that is reorganization first. Then we created another supervisory organization in our last session, in which we define it with the one supervisory organization and one reorganization. And we discuss the subtypes. Subtypes means that how we division, and we have a department, or how we are having the subtypes for the any organization. Then we discuss the visibility part. Visibility have everyone, then everyone can see your organization. But if you want to restrict your organization within your limited roles and the areas, then we have a members, administrators, and the administrator only all organization. Everyone we have seen, but for the role specific purpose, we will discuss in our upcoming sessions that how we can restrict our organization for the specific role when we assign the role to our organization. Assignable roles that we will work today, and how we can assign the roles to our organization. Like we have created one company, we have created one reorganization, then we created one supervisory organization, and then we created one company. So all of these organizations, how to assign the assignable roles, and how the employees are accessed to this role specific organizations, and what are the roles that used into business process to assign tasks, and some roles types that are restricted to a single assignment, such as a company and the costing. That how we want can restrict it. If you have the specific role assigned to your organization, then you can perform some activity. If not, then you will not perform any activity over your organization. So right now that we have just created how to assign the roles, we will do it today. We will discuss the one more concept, that is a membership. Membership, what that means, membership is that worker can reside in a number of organization types. So they must be hired into a supervisory organization, but can also be a part of a company, cost center, region, and customer organization. Means because once we discussed last session that supervisory organization is created to hire the employees to your organization. But if any employee that is linked with your company, cost center, that is called a membership. And that membership, that how that can be supported, we'll see in our upcoming session. And the organization that a worker is a member of to default into the transaction that the worker creates themselves. Okay, this is the activity related, more relevant to the HCM, but we will touch up this part as well. Then we discuss the what is the reorganizations. So in the simplest way, that is we discuss that our reorganization event enables you to group the reorganization activity into the event. and can be tracked in the Workday system. Like we created one reorganization with the name of City Reorganization. And whenever we created one supervisory organization, then we created company, the system asked that in which reorganization that you want to create it. So that means that every activity or every organization that you are going to create in the system, then you have to be provided the reorganization. One reorganization is must because it is a one structure that you are created for your business. Okay, but you can create multiple companies, multiple supervisory organization under one reorganization. So these are the reorganizations points that have logical relationships, effective date, staffing activities, and the roles that are assigned to the reorganization. So first of all, we will create all of your structure, and we completed overall structure, and then we assign the roles so that you guys have idea that what is the roles and the responsibilities that we assign to any organization, and that how it will work. So we have just created one reorganization, and how to view the reorganization, we have a task that view reorganization. And then we created one company organization. And why we created one company organization? Because it represents the internal business entities within your enterprise. So we discussed that why is the company is important for us, and we discussed that companies may post transaction in a foreign currency, which will also be recorded in their base currency at the rate stored in the Workday. So we discussed in our last session, if you have more than one company in different regions, but you can place your base currency as a USD, so that all the transaction data happened within your company that will be relevant with your base currency, whereas the country currency may vary. Okay, we discussed this part in detail in our last session. Then company ID definitions, we created the company ID for the how Workday construct and format the IDs it generates for various projects. ID definition enable you to specify a combination of text, date, and sequence number for Workday to use the generate this ID. If you do not specify an ID definition, Workday generates its own internal IDs. We discussed that whenever we define any organization, like company, like reorganization, like supervisory, we go into the action, related action button, and then action and integration IDs, we create or change the reference IDs. Why we change these IDs? We will have a detailed activity in upcoming session, so that we will discuss this part in detail. But right now I change this IDs so that your structure remain as it is as per your relevant IDs, so that if you want to find it your structure in easiest way, then IDs will help you to do so. Then a single entity relationship. Okay, in Workday, you can create single legal entity intercompany relationship to produce financial and managerial reports by the legal entity, and it's related with non-legal entity company. It is basically different from the multi-level company hierarchy. Like if we want to create a relationship between within one company, we have a two parallel company that are intercompany, and we want to have a relationship. So we said that we are having a multi-level company hierarchy. How we will create it? This is our today's activity. This relation that how the single legal entity relationship we can build up. What is a company organization? That we have it. Company organization will represent internal business entities that is there, and company ID definition, legal entity relationship. We discuss this part, and then we can create. We create one company and then go and that company that we update the contact today and the text ID information. This is the activity that majorly we will perform in today's session. So let's go into the organization in the system and create a hierarchy there and some other information that we have to update. So this is a quick overview from our last session. Going into the system. Again, first of all, in search, I will type start proxy. to shift into the person who has a maximum privileges or the roles. It is 21001. This is our user Logan McNeil. Click OK. So this is person. Okay. Now we just first of all let's view the activity as a view company. We created CT from so CT UK, CT US, and USA. So we have members that we discuss in our slides. Then we have details, and then we have roles. Okay, so last time what we did, someone has created CT company. Someone has created one more company. It's anyhow, CT US is there. CT USA, CT UK. Okay, it's good to have someone has created with the same naming structure. It's good to have to create your own name nomenclature that use a different name so that our structure be specific for our training. But if you create with the same name, that first time it allow you, then second time it won't allow you. And this make a confusion. So anyone who has created these two companies, so please don't create with this nomenclature so that we have a good flow. And in our training, and it's a good to understand. If you create these more things, then we will have the challenge, and we will not perform activities properly. So create your own, name it like place it IBM, or if you want to create Walmart, WM company. Okay. So someone has created another company, whereas I just created one company. Now someone has created a UK as well, and the USA as well. So please don't utilize my nomenclature because it will make a challenge. Otherwise, I have to create another structure. It won't make a problem, but in a later stage, it will create a problem for me because the values that I will define it for my company, for my structure, that will contradict with your values. So that's make a challenge for me. Okay. So right now, someone has created the UK and some USA as well. CTUSA. Yeah, these companies created. Now I have need to check that someone has make a org chart or not. No. Okay, that's fine. Okay, going back to my company, that is CTUS. This is my first company that I have created. And now we discuss that this company, we have a related action button. And this company, as we have so many actions in under company, we have different actions. We have it. We will discuss the point where we need to have. Otherwise, majority of that we will discuss in our upcoming sessions. Okay, this is the one, and then there are different actions that are exist and different activity that you can perform it. Sales, tax liability, staffing report, talent, and supplier invoices. So many are there. So our today's activity is, first of all, I have created my company. Now I am gonna create my company address. So we have a company contact information. So go into the related action button, then company, and then we have a added company contact information. So once I go into my company contact information, sorry, let me relog in. So we have a company added company contact information. So first of all, I will put it here, my address. Okay, someone let me refresh my page and then going back again to company and then related action button. And then again, I'm going to the add a contact information. Click address. It is 01/01/2021. Address is main block area. Some address I put it here. Then put it here, the New York. State is New York. Code is 1001. And then make it primary. So that's it. You have created your first address for your company, and you can add a phone number. Again, the same. The format is the same that we did. Email address, instant messenger, and web services. So just I created the company address. This has been created. View company contact information. Okay. So click done. So first information that from our company organization we have created. Now I'm gonna create the tax detail, because tax detail, why is it tax detail? Every company that is registered in the US or in any country, they have to pay some taxes. So once it will register as a company, then they issued a tax number, and that tax number is that whenever you perform any financial transaction where the some taxes apply, then you submit your tax against your tax number. So go to related action button, company, and some tax information. Added company tax details. Here we have 5 tabs: general setup, VAT on payment, tax IDs, tax status, and third party tax option. For our company, that is tax IDs, we have. Someone already put it there. Okay. I need to create my own structure. Okay. Okay, let's, I think I need to create a new structure. Otherwise, it may conflict with the other structure information. Let me view the reorganization again. That is one there. Someone has created new activity, create organizations, CTSO, CT, USA. Okay, I'm going to create one more reorganization. Someone has created more companies in my area, then I would face some challenge. In a quick way, I will create this structure once again. I would change here my nomenclature once more time. I will put it here, WM Walmart, or put it here. It is Dell import 01/01/2021. Click done. Create supervisory organization. One supervisory organization, that is, first of all, I need to create the location. And then first of all, that is the picture. Use it as business sites. I'm creating a quick way. Location type is burning. Contact information, address, 2021, NY area. That is my primary address. Okay. Okay. Business sites. Standard 40 hours, we have it. Rest information remains the same. So I have changed my company name, that is now Dell, to make my own structure. Creating one supervisory organization. Now I have put it Dell. LD Dell FS. Oh my God, already we have so many Dell there. Here, click OK. And then Dell UP org 480 DSO. Subtype is this is my group. And then visibility, we discussed, that is for everyone. Location is Dell HO, and position arc is this one. Click OK. And now creating the, updating the IDs. So we have created one supervisory organization. Now I'm going to create one company. Again, provide detail, that is reorg. Click OK. Company details, that is Dell Inc. Code is D Dell. Okay, that is Dell. That I'm not putting here code. Subtype is my company. Visibility is everyone. Then we discuss about the currency, that is the USD. and the rule we will discuss in a while, and that's it. So we have created the company here in a quick way. First of all, I will update the integration ID. Yeah, this one. View company. For my company, I am gonna create the now going to create the first of all address again. Okay, again going to the contact information, added the contact information, and then I just update the address once again. State is that is my primary address. Click OK. So I have created my address. Now update the tax information. Added company tax detail. Go into the tax IDs. Add the tax IDs in which country you are gonna register. That is United States of America. Tax ID type is employee ID number, something like that, and then put it here, some number, and that is my primary tax ID. So that's it. For the tax ID, just put it some random number, and tax status is there. What is your tax status? Transaction tax status, that is the tax part. So our activity is for tax IDs. We have updated, click OK, and done. And we have updated our tax IDs. Now go to related action button, again go into the company. We have updated the contact details. We have updated the tax details. Some more addition if you want to, then go into the company, add it, and then you can edit your company as well. Change the subtypes or some more that you want to change it in the future. You want to change the name, you can change it here. Okay, this organization ID that we have changed it, now it's appear up right now. So that is the organization ID that is changed. Click OK. I'm not gonna change it. I just created. So this is the how the edit can be work into. And now we discussed the hierarchy. We discussed in our last session. If I open up the Excel and we have it here, yeah. We discussed in our last session, if we have a company that have a different regional office in USA, in UK, and in India, then they can create a hierarchy. Hierarchy, what is the hierarchy? Hierarchy is nothing but that if you want to have a group reporting at top level, at a parent level. That is, we call it Dell group. That means that under Dell group, we have a 3 different company in 3 different regions. And if you want to verify that how many profit we have in this month in our all companies, that should be aggregated, then this hierarchy will help me to consolidate all the profits into a report. So this is basically hierarchy built up for the reporting purpose. So I'm going to create one more company for my UK so that we can build up one hierarchy. So first, for the hierarchy purpose, go into the system and create another company. We have create company. This is our task. Again, provide the Dell reorganization. Click OK. Gonna create one more company and okay, and then okay, I will later on do that. So Dell INC UK. We have a code DIK. Subtype is company. So remember, whenever you create any hierarchy, you must have more than one company, or you can have one company as well. But in future, if you want to create one more company, then you can build up and then attach to your hierarchy. Right now, I build up two companies, Dell Incorporation and UK and Dell Incorporation USA. Now I'm going to create the company hierarchy. Before that, I need to change these IDs first. That is for first and foremost part. I forgot. Click OK. This is done. Now we have created the IDs. Now I'm going to create the hierarchy. So we have a task called create company hierarchy. Again, in which reorganization we want it. Click OK. Now the hierarchy name, Dell Group DG. We have a company, again, visibility everyone. And then you can see now there is no currency field here. This means that this hierarchy that we are going to create with this name, that we couldn't perform any transaction. So we just created the hierarchy and go into the Dell group. Now I will assign my organization, the two companies under this group in this hierarchy. So how we can do that? Go to related action button. Then we have reorganization and assign include organization. Okay, I can create directly a new organization or create subordinate another company from this option. But right now I am already created to one, and then I just assign include organization. Now provide the reorganization once again. Click OK. Now I will include that organization Dell Inc. and Dell Inc. UK. That's it. I have assigned the hierarchy group to my two companies, and I have created the hierarchy here. Click OK. And now I just update the integration IDs also. Dell underscore group underscore group. That is enough. Okay. Click done. Now I'm gonna check my view hierarchy that is there properly. Then view company hierarchy. That is our task. Company, only the company hierarchy. We have a report. Okay, find it here. Dell group. This is our company hierarchy. Now, if I open up this one and go into the related action button, and now we have org chart. Again, open up the hierarchy, and then we have a related action button, and then we have org chart. Once I will open up, and then you can see that this also show me that Dell group is at top. We have two companies, Dell Incorporation, UK. This how we built up the hierarchy. Okay. Any question till now, guys?
No, not right now.
Yeah, Tunu. Yeah, Wellington, go ahead. Now going back to our structure, that structure means that we discuss our structure, a business structure. Like we have one group, we have one company now, and for our structure, we discussed in our last session, we have some regions or departments. Or okay, regardless of the regions, I created two companies as a region. Now I'm going to create the departments. Departments is why we create the department for the structure. You have a company in US, and now you make daily expenses. Now daily expenses means like pay utilities bills, some transportation expense, some IT equipment purchase. Now under this company you making so many purchases, but how we a company want to know that these kind of expenses are made in which department, in which area that we put it this so many expenses. Regardless of the company level, they want to identify that which department, which area, like you have a 3 department like finance, like IT, like sales and marketing. So they want to analyze that in this month was in marketing expense, how much we made it expenses. So sales and department will guide you that in this sales and department will give us a marketing expense. If IT purchases something, then we have IT team, so that you can analyze that how many expenses that we made within the department, and for that department we make some action if they make any excessive purchases or any excessive expenses. So this department will guide you to analyze the cost and benefits. Cost and benefits. You analyze the cost, utilities bills, IT equipment, that is a cost. The benefit, how much benefit we have, means how much sales that a sales department made against this marketing. So they, or for example, they put it here $2,000 as a marketing expense in advertisement in other areas. Then in return, how many profit, how many sales that we have it in this month, like we have 5,000 sales. So in this department, we invest for 2,000 and return is 5,000. So this cost and benefit analysis that we can have it against the department. So I'm going to create in my company the 3 department. Department means a cost centers. Okay. This cost center will help me to identify the cost and benefit analysis. Okay. If you take up here, then you know good idea about how to, what is the marketing expense, what is the sales, IT equipment, how many IT equipment we purchase it, and how many IT equipment we distribute into our different areas. So these are there. So let's go into the system and see how we can define the cost centers. If I go into the slide once again, and then we discuss the organization's hierarchy. This is the hierarchy that is an example, that is educational services. These are the cost center hierarchy. Okay. So we can build up our hierarchy as per our, if a business is a educational services, then they have the cost centers, course development, and the training. Okay. These are the cost center, they have it. And then what is the cost center? And then cost centers are used to hold financial transaction budget as well as workers. To define cost center, they should have a manager, financial impact, and a budget. Cost centers are used to track financial transaction, both spend and revenue transaction. Employees and contingent workers are assigned to a cost center when hired. Location organizations, we discussed the location organization already. Supervisory organization we had discussed. And the cost center, let's have a cost center, how to define it, how the hierarchy is defined for the cost centers. Okay. For example, again, going back into our example, like we have this type of cost centers. Okay. Now, what we want to have verify that some utility expenses they have made the finance department, some utilities bills they have did, and some utilities bills they have paid for over the month. Now I want to check that how many utilities bills amount that I spent over a specified period over a month, then how we can do that. So for that, we can create one hierarchy that give us the idea that we said that is a cost center hierarchy. So if I want to verify that how many expenses we made under the utilities bills, then we can go and verify through this cost center hierarchy. Okay. So we will build one hierarchy as well and then assign this cost center under that hierarchy. Okay. This is our activity. Going back into the system. And now we have create cost center. This is our task. Again, provide the reorganization. Click OK. Now the same, almost the same information that we have it, the name, code, visibility, URL, restricted to companies, and availability date. Name is, I just put it here, Dell Finance. Why I'm pressing here? So to identify this is my finance, because this is a test environment. So many finance department they might created. So DFD, that is Dell Finance Department. Include into the name this code, and then subtype is my cost center. Visibility again everyone. Restricted to company. If I want to restrict to any company, that for example we have two companies, USA and the UK. If we want to restrict for any company, then we can restrict it. But right now I'm not want to restrict this Dell Finance Department. Just click OK. The field default Worktag is required. You must have okay. Someone make it mandatory. So no worry, we will discuss this is Worktag. What is the Worktag? Why we need to have? Just to fill up the information, someone make it mandatory. I put it here, my location here. Dell HO. Okay. We will discuss this part. We have a separate session for it. Click OK. We have created our first department. Now I'm gonna update the integration IDs again. Dell underscore finance underscore 01. This is the one that I have created. Now I'm going to create the second cost center. Providing the org. Now put it here, Dell IT department. DID. This is cost center. Everyone. The same way I just, and then put it here, Dell HO. And click OK. I'm going to create the third department. This is my reorganization. Then we have Dell sales and marketing. TSMD, and that is included into my name. And then subtype is cost centers. And then everyone. Click OK. Now my 3 department is completed. Okay. Now I'm going to create my cost center hierarchy the same way that I did for the company. Create cost center hierarchy, provided the Dell reorg. And then put it here, Dell cost center, Dell CC hierarchy. DCH. And here you can see that no related action button is appear up now, but some roles that are assigned. Why we will assign this role to our cost centers in a while. Click OK. Update the IDs. DCH underscore hierarchy underscore 01. We have created our hierarchy. Now click once again and go to directly from here to reorganization and assign include organizations. That is, we have reorganization again. So every single step you can see that reorganization. Why is it so? Again, to club these events, all the events that under which you are defining your organization. Click OK, and then I am going to include it, put it here, Dell, and all of my 3 departments are appear up, DFD, DID, and DEC, DSMD. Select it. That's it, and then click OK. Again, go to related action button now and click over org chart. Our hierarchy is completed. Okay. You can see at top the name is there. The person who is authorized right now is Scott, because I'm logged in from this Scott. So this is the hierarchy that is look like too. So, but point is that we have created our hierarchy. We have created. Now I'm going to go back to my slides that is there and see that that we have created our cost centers, cost center hierarchy, assign a cost center to a cost center hierarchy. We did these activities. Now work tax. Okay, this way we will right now I'm not discussing this work tax. Going back to our activities. This is altogether a different topic. We will discuss in our next or upcoming session. But let's discuss the roles. If I open up the organization, a reorganization. This is the report we have. Click OK. It show me all the reorganization here. So my reorganization, that is the report we have it. Go to the filter and put it here, Dell. That is that reorg. Click filter. And you can see that my report, all the reorganization, how many that is created. That is 1,655 that is created. And I can extract this whole reorganization report into Excel. This is export to Excel. Just click it, and that all the data that will be exported, and you can download it. Then we have some other option that we have PDF. You can export the PDF document into a PDF report because this is another requirement. You can extract this data into at header level as well as at the table level as well. So going back, this is the report that the reorganization we have it. If I added the reorganization, and once provided my reorganization, then if I click over the by activity, till now which activity that I did perform for my reorganization, that is Dell, then the all activity that we define it, we define create organization, that is that sub-org, we created a company, that is Dell Incorporate. They will give you a complete aging report, who has created, when it is created, at what time that is created, on what behalf, on which person did behalf that is been created. Dell US Incorporate UK, then we created Dell Group, then we could assign the reorganization, that you can see the task, the activity that we did perform. And then we incorporate this Dell, under Dell Group, we incorporate UK and INC. We created one department, and second department is IT department. We created Dell Sales and Marketing, and then again we assigned created a hierarchy, and then assigned this all this organization or the cost centers under one hierarchy. So whatever activity we did perform under reorganization, system make it a record to have the to have a aging report, or you can say audit trail. This is the audit trail for the respect of reorganization. So this is a terminology normally in a finance they utilize, that is audit trail. So what is the audit trail? Audit trail, that whenever you perform any activity against any organization, like reorganization, we perform all these activities, system prepare or maintain the aging here. And this aging will help you to identify who performed which activity. If something happened wrongly or bad thing happened, then aging report will help you that who did this, why he created this one. So it is very important to maintain the audit trail in any system. Workday is giving you a privilege to maintain, or you can to view this aging in front, whereas some system like Oracle, they make it aging at a back end. So you have to extract or you have to create some report. Whereas Workday give you aging at in front, where you can easily verify the things. Okay. So this is the area that we can view. Then we have a by organization. So for by organization means that for this one, we created which cost center hierarchy, and This is altogether almost the same, but with respect of organization. This gives you the overall activity where specific to the organization that is there. So right now we did perform our activity with related with the organization only. So system show you the same table and the same input. Okay, this is the reorganization part. Now I'm going to cancel it. Now I'm going to open the supervisory organization. Okay. View supervisory organization. So let's view that my supervisory organization. That is Arjun. I'm going to change to my supervisory organization. That is Dell's supervisory organization. The org ID that is appear up. And here the roles. Here the roles is by default is assigns many roles, but not to any person. I'm gonna assign it first, but before that, let me assign the organization assignment. That is mandatory because we have created one company, we have created the cost center, but it is not yet assigned. All the values that are defined that are still independent. They are not linked with each other. So first of all, I'm in the Dell supervisory organization. Click over the related action button, and then under this supervisory organization, I'm gonna assign this one. So just added the supervisory organization. Click OK, not OK. Going down. Yes. Yeah, here the organization assignments. I'm gonna allow the organization here. Now here you can put the hierarchy and the all the organization. If I here write up here Dell, group is there, company is there, and all the companies. Now the system said, okay, all the organization are allowed under this supervisory organization, but make it one default as well. Here we will not select the hierarchy, but one in between of two, we can select one of them. That will be our defaulted one. You can see now the hierarchy is not appear up. So I just here select my USA or company. Then the cost centers. Again, the cost center is my Dell. Again, the same way Dell cost center FS. This is not ours. This is our cost centers. Again, which one is the default one? I can select multiple or one of them. It take value from this field. I would say that finance, IT, all of them are okay. Make it one default. Okay, finance is my default one. And then we have other field that are some made up some testing, some organization. This is irrelevant. I would not assign anything more than that. So we had not created any region, but company and the cost center. So just click OK. Once I click OK and then go to the organization assignment and system assign the organization and the default organization. So this is, we built up a link that is Dell supervisory org with our organization. And Dell supervisory org already have a link with the reorganizations. Okay, now, okay, one thing is there now. Okay, that's it. So this is the supervisory organization. Now I'm going back and view my company. View company. Which company I want to verify, that is Dell. This is my company. Click OK. Here we have it, the details and the roles. Now this company is open for all. Open for all who has the authority. Here we because this is our financial area. So we have to assign some roles to this to specified person who can perform some activity for my company. Right now, there is no assigned to. You can see all are blank. Some are by default are assigned, but I will assign the main roles to my company. So again, in the view, click related action button in the company, edit company. No, sorry, in action, then you go down. Here we have an option called roles. We have a roles and then we have a assign roles. This is the activity that we have it. Here we assign the roles on which date, that effective date that role should be worked. This is very much important, that effective date should be important, because if I created on for this date, today's date, that is 24 August, and I perform any activity before that, and this effective date said that you can perform activity from 24th of August onward. For example, just to give you an example, like I have a role as accounting manager. Now accounting manager create journals, create some reports. So if effective date is 21st of August, then what happened? 23rd, sorry, that is 23rd. And I put it 23rd. Then before that date, if I want to enter any transaction 0 on 1st August, then system will not might not allow me, because the effective date of this role is from 23rd August. So the role date and effective date is very much important. You have to be very careful. So my business that is startup on a 1st of Jan, I put it here 0001 2021 and then click OK. So this role is effective from 1st of Jan. Now you can see there, once the assign role functionality, we have two table, that is assign roles and current roles. Current roles means all the roles that are exist and you can assign it. Once it will be assigned, then it will jump up here. So how we can assign? In the assign role, I just click over this add button. If there is any role that is not exist, you can assign it. Accounting manager. So accounting manager is right now my person is Logan McNeil. Okay, this is yeah, this one I need to copy it. Okay, let me do that. I'm unable to find it. P-0004. Let's find it. Yeah, this is now assigned. So the Logan McNeil, this is assigned the accounting manager. Which activity that is accounting manager can perform, we will see in our not upcoming, but after 2 or 3 sessions in our security and the business process. I will show you that which activity that this accounting manager can perform. But right now that role assignment is there, so that we can build up our finance structure. Okay, so this accounting manager's role is there. You can assign another role, that is accountant. These two roles, that is important. This is assigned, click OK. And you can see that two roles assigned, 2% assigned, effective date is 01/01/2021. Click done. And if I see into Dell Incorporate, and then you can see the two roles are assigned, Logan McNeil and Matthew Lee. I don't know why Matthew Lee is coming up. I need to check. But Logan McNeil is, is assigned to my person. This is the one name. Someone changed the name. Okay, anyhow. So this is the role that is assigned, how the role is assigned to your company, how the link is built up between this organization. And then we will discuss this security group in our next session, in our security and the business process. And the details we have it, all the company details we have. So this is the area that how the company is built up, how the cost center can be created. And this is our completed our business structure. Now in next session, from next session, we will start up our finance structure. So just give you a brief overview about the finance structure. If I go up and what we discussed in our first session, this is there. Okay, requirement gathering is there. Yeah, we built up this project that is not, it is a Dell, and we configure and activities and Workday financial configure and the business activity we will perform, and we will start up our financial structure. In this financial structure, after completing this business structure, this is our business structure. This was our business structure. We discussed this part. Now we will start up our financial structure. Financial structure means that what are the key configuration part in the financial structure. We will discuss this in this next session. Means configuration. Once we configuration will be completed, then we will design the or perform the activities. In configuration, we build up our business structure. On the business structure, we have a company that is Dell Inc. We will create some ledger. What is ledger? Why we create this ledger? We create some account set. Why we need to have, what is the account set, we will discuss in next session. And then some fiscal schedule. Fiscal CHEDUL is fiscal schedule is there, not fiscal. Yeah. And then we open up periods. So many activities, multiple activities we have it. So this is very much important to build up this structure. If your structure is good or well designed, then your activity will work smoothly. If not, then you can face a lot of challenge in the activities part. So we have to be very careful how we can design this structure, and in that structure we will see each and every activity in detail in a configuration part. Okay, now you can ask any question if you want to related with the activity. So any question from any person, Wellington, Tulu or Tosin, just open up your mic and speak up. Any question with regards of today's session? Okay, guys, I think that's all for today. We did a detailed activity. So for tomorrow, we will start our financial activities. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Yeah, welcome.
Thank you for attending the session. I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Also, feel free to ask your questions in the comment section below, and we will reply to them at the earliest.